And there are children in CHS graduates. Our young lady this evening is Miss Deanna Bird. Deanna is the daughter of Don Bird. And Don is a member of the class of 1980.
Welcome, Minneapolis Junior Senior High School fans, here on October 4th, 2019. We are here for district football action. The Minneapolis Lions facing the Norton Blue Jays here at Travis Field in Norton, Kansas. It's a cool, blustery day. About 54 degrees right now. Southeast wind, south-southeast wind at 17 miles an hour. We've had a few raindrops come through, a few little showers. Looking at radar, it appears that possibly that is done, but we shall see. Dale Leach here, Mike Perry is in Oklahoma tonight, so we wish him the best and he and his family in travel and good family time.
And the team for 2019 is Tucker Funnelsfield.
The Blue Jays are 2-2 overall and 1-0 in district play. Minneapolis is 2-2 overall and 0-1 in district play. The two losses for Norton have been at the first two games of the season. They lost to Plainsville by a score of 29-22, and then to Smith Center by a score of 41-18. They since beat Oakley by a score of 41-0, and then last week beat Phillipsburg 39-14. Homecoming night here at Norton. The King and Queen have just been crowned, and they're going through those festivities right now. Scoring allowed and scoring for the Blue Jays this year, they're averaging 30 points and surrendering 21 points. Minneapolis is averaging 25 points scored and giving up 16. This is the fourth game in the series dating back to 2012. Norton leads it 3-0 here at Norton, 1-0. Their wins have been by an average score of 40-11. All games have been district games in the Kansas State High School Activity Association playoff prep. Other games or other teams in our district and their standings right now. Hoisington, who Minneapolis plays next week, is 4-0 and 1-0 in district. Ellsworth is 4-0 and 1-0 in district. Phillipsburg, the state champions, defending champions, are 1-3 overall, 0-1 in district. Thomas More Prep at Hayes is 1-3 overall and 0-1 in district. Leading District 7, who would be the matchups for our district, pretty much similar to last year. Cimarron is 4-0 overall, 1-0 in district. Lakin is 4-0 with 1-0 in district. Sterling is 2-2 with 1-0 in district. Southwestern Heights is 2-2 with 0-1 in district. Ellenwood is 1-3 with 0-1 in district. And Lyons is 0-4 with 0-1 in district. Some of the players to watch for tonight on the Boise side is their quarterback, Cade Melvin, 6 foot, 180 pounds. He's a dual threat player. Passing-wise, he's completed 46 of 81 attempts for 598 yards, 149.5 yards per game, scored 2 TDs, has been intercepted 3 times. Rushing the ball, he has carried 65 times for 463 yards, 115.8 yards a game average, and scored 6 TDs. So he's had over 1,000 yards of total offense on the season so far. He is 6 foot, 180 pounds, number 1. Their second leading rusher is number 13, Luke Wallmeyer, 6 foot, 190 pounds. He's had 59 carries for 414 yards, averaging 103.5, scored 2 TDs. So they've had close to 900 yards rushing out of those 2 players. Receiving-wise, Carter Jones, number 5, 5'6", 150 pounds, 9 receptions for 118 yards, 13.1 a game, or 13.1 per catch, 29.5 yards per game, no TDs. Number 12, Jonah Reuter, 6 foot, 175, 16 receptions, 224 yards, 14 yards per catch, average 56 yards per game average. He's at 1 TD. Third leading receiver is, forgot to write down his first name, number 17, Brandon Bakura. He's 6'1", 180. He's had 9 receptions for 96 yards, averaging 10.7 yards per catch, and 24 yards per game, 1 TD. We're getting ready for the national anthem. We'll be back to talk about Minneapolis shortly. Nice job by the Norton Pep Band.
The band will now march the 2 lines, take it down the
Not too many Minneapolis fans here yet, making the 3-hour drive up to Minneapolis. A few over there. They stayed home. Hopefully they're watching it here on CityLinkTV.com, Minneapolis channel. Okay, for Minneapolis, your quarterback, number 10, Derek Creel, 6 foot, 160 pounds. Passing has completed 35 of 65 attempts for 596 yards, 149 yards a game. He's had 5 TDs and 5 interceptions. Rushing is Daniel Watson, the leader, number 22 at 5'11", 165, 43 carries, 304 yards, 76 a game, 2 TDs. He went out last week with a dislocated thumb, had that taken care of, and is back with us tonight. Next leading rusher from Minneapolis is Derek Friel, the quarterback, 27 carries, 107 yards, 26.8 a game, 1 TD. Third leader is Crew Martin, number 23, 5'9", 170, 16 yards, 16 carries, 98 yards, 24.5 per game, 5 TDs. Fourth is number 27, Cannon Cleveland, 5'9", 180 pounds, 19 carries, 93 yards, 23.3 per game, and 1 TD.
And number 63, Bryce Warlock.
Receiving from Minneapolis, number 1, Kate Griffin.
Number 5, John Nelson, and number 12, Noah White. In the backfield for the Lions,
11 receptions, 260 yards, 23.6 yards per carry. Reception, averaging 65 yards a game. He's got 2 TDs. Spencer Davison, number 86, 9 receptions, 104 yards, 11.6 per reception, 26 yards per game. And Jonah Osherman, number 3, 6'1", 170 pounds, 5 receptions, 91 yards, 18.28 average, 22.8 yards per game, 1 TD.
And number 21, Pepper Farms. Defensive back, number 1, Kate Cummins. Number 5, Carter Stone.
Coin flip is being done right now.
And number 13, Luke Bowen. Blue Jays reports, coached by Lucas Melvin, assisted by Tony Zucker, Tony Fiskus, and Jonah. We have to tell the concept you heard. We get the receiving from the right field.
Let's cut. I'm second floor center. 5-yard line. If you'd like to, that's fine, but it's kind of wet out here. Okay, bye-bye. All right, looks like Minneapolis won the toss and deferred. So Norton will receive, defend the west goal to your right. Minneapolis kickoff, defend the east goal to your left. There you go, brother. Thanks. Thank you. All right. Brody Vance will kick for the Lions as we're about to get underway. Norton Blue Jays in their home blue with yellow helmets, yellow trim. Minneapolis in their visiting white jerseys, blue faces. Nice kick, taken at about the 13-yard line. Comes up the center, still going. Gets to the 33-yard line.
second man, first arc, then goes on the side. For the Lions, first and 10 Blue Jays.
Blue Jays will break the huddle. Come out first and 10 at their 33. I formation. Split receiver to either side. Left guard might have jumped. Quarterback keeper.
Melvin facing the line, keeps the ball himself.
Melvin carries the ball to the 37-yard line. Second and 6 coming up for the Blue Jays. Same formation, I with one receiver wide to either side. And off the tailback, tries the right side. That's number 13. He's stacked up. That's Luke Wallmeyer. Loss of a yard. Possibly. Third and 7 coming up for the Blue Jays. This is an east-west field. The wind coming out of the south-southeast. Shotgun formation for Melvin now. Hands off the tailback. He's stuffed. Loses another yard. Right at the 30. So that'll bring up a 4th and 8 for the Blue Jays. So they'll be punting slightly into the wind. It'll be Trenton Meckel back to receive for the Lions. A fake. Oh. It was a missed snap. He moved forward with it like he was going to run, and then he kicks it. A Lion ran into it, but no flags. Minneapolis takes over at their 45. Since he moved forward, I'm sure there was no consideration of roughing the kicker there. High formation for the Lions at their 45-yard line. Pitch to Meckel as the tailback. About a 3-yard gain. Second and 7 coming up.
8 or 1-7.
One setback now. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Back to pass is Friel. Down the field. Incomplete. Targeting number 12. It was Nolan White. I knew that, but couldn't bring it to my mind. So, 3rd and 7 for the Lions. From their 47, 1 setback again. Spencer Davis in the slot. Back to pass, complete. First down. 2. Meckel, Terry Trenton Meckel. So moves the ball down to the Norton 34-yard line. 1st and 10. Back to the I formation. Slot for Davidson. Watson is the ball carrier. He gets off the left side and is just short of a first down, I think.
Watson gets a handoff. This big hole off the left tackle. He's run out of bounds by Chase Melvin at the game of 82nd and 14. Ball now on the
second one coming up for the Lions. Just inside the 25-yard line of Norton. I formation, receivers either side, Watson is the tailback. Davidson in motion to the right here. And we've got offensive penalty, probably a misalignment. Defensive backfield is the call before the flag's at. Oh, 5-yard penalty on the Blue Jays. So Minneapolis first down by penalty. They have the ball at the 20-yard line, so they're in the red zone. First and 10. Slot left for Davidson. Receivers either side, I formation. Pitch to Watson. No, that's Meckel. Cuts up. There is a flag in the backfield, probably a blocking foul.
Taking the handoff, coming around the right side. Flag on the play. Holding him to take against the line.
Would have been a gain of about 2 yards, but should be a 10-yard penalty from about the 24 back. The spot foul. So that, in effect, would be a 14-yard penalty. It is.
The first is 25 to the line.
So Minneapolis has the ball at the Blue Jay 34. First and 25. One setback. And we have an official timeout. Back pass is Friel. Meckel, wide open. No, not a touchdown. A little short. First and 25. Is that? Yes, that was Meckel. Made me doubt myself for a little bit. So another first down, Minneapolis. First and goal. Great pot. Drew Martin with the carry, leading the Lions touchdowns this year. They had somebody shoot the gap, met him in the backfield. A loss of a yard. Back to the 5-yard line. So we got the beef package in. Daniel Watson is the tailback. Pitch to Watson. He's going to try the right side. Cuts up. Touchdown. Daniel Watson. Minneapolis draws first blood. And 7:10 to go here in the first quarter. No flags. And Minneapolis going for 2. Drew Martin is stuffed before he gets to the goal line. So Minneapolis takes the 6-0 lead with 7:10 to go here in the first. starting out on their 45-yard line. So 55-yard drive. Let's hear a word from our sponsors.
For over 100 years, Robertson Monuments has created everlasting memories for families to share the lives of their loved ones with future generations. Supporting the Lions all the way, Robertson Monuments.
The Lions of Minneapolis High School are proudly supported by the Davidson Agency, with offices in Delphos, Minneapolis, and Bennington. As a nationwide insurance agent and also an independent agent, they provide hometown service for the insurance needs of their customers for over 30 years for home, small business, farm and crop, life and health coverage. Call them today at 785-523-4208.
All right, welcome back to Travis Field in Norton. The line's up 6-0 after at 7:10 to go here in the first quarter. Their second kickoff. It's going to be taken at about the 13. Follows his wedge, taken down. Oh, I thought we were going to have a good tackle there by Jonah Osherman. He got running back, slipped away from him, got another 5 yards. Gets up to the 27-yard line. So another good kick by Brody Vance here. Come the Blue Jays, 2 receivers left, 1 right, 1 setback. Quarterback in the shotgun. Fakes a jet sweep. And he is met solidly by 53 and then joined by a couple other Lions. Close to a 5-yard loss. Back to the 23-yard line. Form of progress given. 3 receivers right. Quick toss out to the right, and it's incomplete. Brings up a second long, third and 14 for the Blue Jays. Again, 3 receivers left. Now they have 1 right, 1 left. Quick pass to the left. It's caught, and he's got plenty of room to run. Nice tackle there at the 26 of Minneapolis by Jonah Osher. So their first down of the night by passing. About a over 40-yard gain. Back to the I formation. 13 met solidly at the line. Wallmeyer, the ball carrier. Gains about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up for the Blue Jays from the Minneapolis 25. I formation again for the Blue Jays. A blitz by Minneapolis. Quarterback is going to be taken for a loss. They're going to give him forward progress to the 30. So they are at 3rd and 14 here at the 30 of Minneapolis. They were 3rd and long last time and had about a 40-some yard pass completion. Jonah Osherman saved the touchdown. Shotgun. Rolling right. And it's taken for, oh, he pitches. There's a flag. Might be face mask, I'm not sure. Flag is at the 37, 38-yard line. Personal foul face mask on Minneapolis. The 15-yarder from that spot, I think, which would not be enough for the first down. If they take it from that spot, they don't. Yes, they do. Okay. So that brings up a 3rd and 7 for the Blue Jays from the Minneapolis 23. So we had them hurting bad there with potential quarterback sack, and unfortunately a hand got into the face mask. So they've got the beef package in now. Hand off the tailback, and he's stuffed at the 24-yard line. Minneapolis Lions defense is doing great on the run defense right now. Brings up a 4th and 8. I did not see anybody practicing field goals, so I would assume they're going to go for the conversion here. High formation again, one receiver to either side. Back to pass, rolling left. And knocked down by Spencer Davidson. The turnover on downs for the Blue Jays. So the Lions defense is stepping up and performing well here. Minneapolis 1st and 10 on their 24. 3:49 to go in the first quarter. High formation for the Lions. Ooh. Drew Martin, I think, is the ball carrier. Met in the backfield. There's a flag behind the line of scrimmage. Offensive holding at the 27-yard line to be a 10-yarder from that spot. Moves the Lions back to the 10-yard line. So 90 yards to go for pay dirt for the Lions. 2 receivers right, 2 left. 1 setback. Back to pass is Friel, complete to nope. Daniel Watson makes the 2nd and about 17 to go. So far tonight, Friel has been pretty sharp on his passes. High formation.
Pull up, Carter.
Davidson in motion, dropping right. Out to Davidson, complete, gets to the 22-yard line. There's a flag on the tackle. Maybe there's a face mask. Flag He's at the 23.
Davidson out here in the right flat.
I don't see any indication yet on which side it's on or what the penalty was. Minneapolis coaches came out on the field at Spencer Davidson is leaving the field. Personal foul on Norton, targeting. Helmet to helmet. But they're moving the ball backwards. Why? Little confusion there. Okay, here we go. So personal foul, 15-yard penalty on the Blue Jays. First down for the Lions. Second one by penalty in the game. Puts the ball at the 38-yard line of Minneapolis. First and 10. Minneapolis back in the I formation. Handoff to Cleveland over left guard. Gets 2 yards. Second 8 coming up. Davidson's coming back in the game. .216 to go here in the first quarter. I formation again for Minneapolis. One receiver to either side. Davidson's in the slot back position. A fumble. And I think Norton has it.
Ball comes out on the exchange.
Nope. Norton does not have it. 55, quick on the spot for Minneapolis.
Backus gets on the ball for the Lions. They lose the yards. Third down and 10.
Third and 9.5 for Minneapolis here. We escaped one there, folks. The ball is at our 38. Ball's got to be a little wet out there. These rain showers we've had. Back pass, Friel. In and out of the hands of Watson. It was at the first down marker. So Minneapolis will probably punt here after moving the ball from the 10, 28 yards. So we get our first punt of the night. Punting will advance. Caden Griffith apparently did not make the trip tonight. Straight line punt. Going to get a good bounce. Very good bounce. Goes back to the 28 of Norton. So 1:18 to go in the first quarter. Norton takes over at their 28. So the Minneapolis defense has held well, all except for one pass play. So if they can continue that. I formation, one receiver to either side again. Pitch to the left-hand side. And he's met solidly, no gain by 3 Lions.
It's a good ball marker coming on the left side. Bradford, Martin
Second and 10 coming up
Lions got their
for the Blue Jays.
Second down and 4 minutes with 10 to go.
Shotgun formation now for the quarterback. One set back, two right, one left. Quarterback tries the left end, gets 2 or 3 yards.
Keeping the ball on the left side. And
Third and 7 coming up for the Blue Jays. High formation, one receiver to either side. Back to pass, rolling right, and a little short. Was tipped by the defense. Be the second tipped pass tonight. That's the case.
That's the end of the first quarter play.
And that brings us to the conclusion of the first quarter. Your Minneapolis Lions leading 6-0 over the Norton Blue Jays here on Norton's homecoming night. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Hometown Hardware, we try to support our Minneapolis Lions. Think of us for all your home, farm, or business project needs. As your True Value Hardware dealer and Just Ask Virtual dealer, we locally provide the brands and selections that you need for your project. And don't forget the ice cream. The Bennington State Bank wants to be your hometown bank. With locations in Minneapolis, Bennington, and Salina, they try to provide hometown relationship banking. We provide both consumer and commercial banking service along with trust and wealth management. Contact us today for all your financial service needs. Go Lions! We're with you all the way.
All right, second quarter is ready to begin. Blue Jays back in punt formation. Trent Meckles back to receive the punt. They booted away. Nice high punt. Sails over Meckles' head, and that's going to go down to the 5-yard line of Minneapolis. So great punt for the Blue Jays. Minneapolis starts their third drive at their 5-yard line.
The Citizen State Bank and Trust with locations in
65-yard punt, ladies and gentlemen.
65-yarder, and Minneapolis will be going into the wind now. I formation for Minneapolis, one receiver to either side. And off the fullback, he gets maybe a couple yards. Cleveland, the ball carrier. After the
stop, gain of 2 seconds down along 8.
After almost the 7. Second and 8 officially. Cleveland, the lone setback. 2 receivers left, 1 right for Minneapolis. Back to pass. Friel keeps it up the center. Has the first down and more on a fumble. Minneapolis thinks they have it. He's out to the 20-yard line. We do retain possession. First down of the night for Minneapolis by rushing. Same formation, one setback. Back pass is Friel. Gets under pressure and is sacked at the 15. Clock is held up pretty good till just then. Gonna bring up 2nd and 15 to go for Minneapolis from their 15-yard line. So Cleveland the setback again. Davidson slot right. Back pass is Friel. Intercepted at the 29. And number 13 is taking it in for a TD. A pick 6 for the Blue Jays. 13, Luke Wallmeyer, one of the running backs. The second game in a row, Minneapolis has suffered a pick 6.
Luke Wallmeyer, he takes it all the way to the end zone.
And they'll go for the PAT kick here. That's good. The Blue Jays go up over the line 7-6 on that. Interception and run back. Minneapolis' first turnover of the night, though we have had 2 fumbles we recovered.
With locations in Minneapolis and Bennington, Central Valley Ag provides 24-hour pump services and built-in discounts by using your CVA fuel card. We also support ag operations by providing bulk delivery of lubricants, fuel, and propane. Contact Carl Serene at 785-392-3031 for your ag energy needs. Doe, MHS Mine.
Okay, Wallmeyer to kick, the one that just had the INT touchdown. That's going to go deep into the end zone. Or no, we take it at the goal line. Into the end zone, automatic touchback, yes. Minneapolis is set to run that out, but the referees called it dead. So Minneapolis takes over at their 20.
Well, I think with any counter pass or anything like that, or they're not working backwards. I think they put a screen.
High formation again for the Lions.
They don't have enough guys out there.
Davidson in motion. Hands off to Watson on the right side. He gets maybe 3 or 4 yards. A 2nd and 7 for the Lions here from the 22-yard line. High formation. One receiver wide to either side. Nelson in motion. Pitch to Meckel, trying the right side is a flag. Can't tell if it was the blocking foul or tackling foul. The gain was about 6 yards on Minneapolis. Flags on the 29, 28-yard line, so there'll be a 10-yard penalty from there. Block in the back is called.
Takes the ball back to the 17-yard line.
So Minneapolis 2nd and 13 from their 17-yard line. High formation, one receiver to either side. Back to pass, running for his life. Friel gets rid of it. Nobody out there. Is that intentional grounding? Not called if it was.
Outside shoulder.
Good pressure provided by the Blue Jays defense.
A naked bootleg to the left here.
And 1 foot.
He's under heavy pursuit. 3rd and 13 for Minneapolis.
The flag will come out spread, so they'll be all right.
The ball is on the 17, 18-yard line. One set back, motion, Davidson in motion to the left. We'll have a timeout, Minneapolis. With 8:33 to go here, second quarter. We'll take a word from our sponsors here.
Hometown Outdoor Power locations in Minneapolis, Salina, and McPherson has been serving Central Kansas for over 20 years and is the largest power equipment dealer in the area. We strive to be a one-stop shop for all your power equipment needs. We provide full sales, service, and parts supply for your home, ag, or commercial contractor power equipment needs. Ask about our winter service program and go Lions. When it's go time, the local Pioneer team is with you from the word go every step of the way. With high-performing Pioneer brand products and local insights, they'll help you choose a lineup of products tailored to your fields and proven just down the road. See Helen Lord at River Hill C about those Pioneer brand products. And go Lions.
Okay, the timeout's over. Minneapolis 3rd and 13 from the 17-yard line. One set back, Davidson in motion to the left. Back to pass is Friel under pressure. He gets rid of it and it's dropped by Cleveland, the fullback. Had a little running room. But Minneapolis will be punting here into the wind.
You gotta love it. You gotta love it.
So the first drive was pretty good. The 3 that followed have not been so good. High punt over to the left. That's going to go out at about 37. Oh, my. I thought he was going to put it up at about the 42. So Norton takes over to Minneapolis 37 for their 4th drive. Going to test the Lions defense for sure here. 8:21 to go in the second quarter. High formation again for the Blue Jays. One receiver to either side. Takes the handoff, rolls left. Incomplete. Second 10 coming up for the Blue Jays. Shotgun formation now, one setback. Quarterback keeper on the right side. Gets a couple yards. Now he breaks free. Can have the first down. Melvin with the carry. Second first down of the game for Norton. We gotta have measurement. I called it early.
Is it working or you stopped it?
First and 10 Blue Jays. First and 10 Blue Jays at the 27 of Minneapolis. Shotgun formation again. Hand off to Wallmeyer. He gets to the 25, possibly the 24. They're marking it at the 25. So about a 2-yard gain. Second 8 coming up for the Blue Jays from the Minneapolis 25. Again, shotgun formation. One receiver either side. Wallmeyer the setback by Melvin. Almost a direct snap to Wallmeyer. The line is meeting solidly at the line. Might have been a loss. The line judge is at the 26. So it brings up 3rd and 9 for the Blue Jays. A little bit different formation. Shotgun, but 3 receivers left, 1 right. He is rolling right. Looks to pass. Caught at the 12. And he's fighting to get into the end zone. Pass completion number 15. He's down to the 2 or 3 yard line. So their second big pass of the game. Takes them to the 3 yard line of Minneapolis. First and goal. Melvin takes the left. He's going to score around the left end. Minneapolis bunched it up on the left in the center. He takes the handoff and scooted on around the left end. So 6:03 to go here in the second quarter. Melvin with the carry. PAT kick is no good. So it's the Blue Jays 13. Your Lions 6 here. 6:03 to go in the second quarter. Right back after a word from our sponsors.
It's getting brought to you by CNR Plating in Minneapolis. Kevin Klein and the rest of the crew at CNR Plating, proud to support the youth of Minneapolis and all they do.
See American Family Insurance agent Scott Osherman for all your insurance coverage under one roof. The Scott Osherman Agency, with locations in Minneapolis and Belleville, proudly supporting the Minneapolis High School Lions.
Okay, the Norton kickoff, 6:03 to go here in the second quarter. Last time they kicked it into the end zone for a touchback. And it might do it again. Taking it to 3-yard line. Meckel with the return gets to the 19-yard line. Actually, they're going to place him at the 20. So we'll see if we can get some things going without any penalties or turnovers. Meckel, the ball carrier, he gets tackled for a 1-yard loss at the 19. So 2nd and 11 coming up for Minneapolis. High formation for Minneapolis, one receiver to either side. Ball back pass. Friel. Out to Meckel. The pass is a little behind him as Friel was under a rush there. We're fortunate it wasn't picked off. 3rd and 11 coming up. Obvious passing down for the Lions. Osherman in with the play. Two receivers left, one right. One setback. Back to pass. Over the head of Osherman. So a 3 and out for the Lions. Brings up a punt. Minneapolis has the ball at the 19, 4th and 11. Brody Vance back to kick for the Lions. 5:08 to go here in the second. Much better kick. Takes a Minneapolis roll, gets to the 47-yard line of Norton.
At 1st and 10, with 5:06 left in the first half.
So the Blue Jays take over 53 yards away from pay dirt. 1st and 10. I formation, one receiver to either side. Melvin fakes the handoff, takes it around the left side, tackled by 5, Nelson, I believe, and there's a penalty, possibly a blocking foul. About a 4-yard gain. Foul is at the point of tackle. It will be on the Blue Jays. 10-yarder. Their first penalty of the quarter. Moves it back to the 41 of Norton. High formation for the Blue Jays. One receiver left. Double tight end set. Fullback dive. Gets maybe a yard or two. Ball's at the Norton 43, second and 16 to go. Shotgun formation. Quarterback rolls right, under pressure. Boom, down he goes. Oh, he gets away. He's still fighting. There's at least 5 or 6 white shirts back there. Having a hard time getting down, but there's too many of them finally. Big loss for the Blue Jays back to their 31-yard line. Makes it 3rd and 42 from the 31. Shotgun formation again. Pass complete to 13. Wallmeyer. He's just short of the first down, I believe. Be a 4th and 1 coming up. No, one more than that. Excuse me, I was way off. 4th and 11. Back to punt.
On the right half. Tell John to get on the right half. Get to it on the right half.
Going for a fake. And he's down. Cleveland with the rush. Melvin was looking to pass, and he slipped, I think, trying to avoid Cleveland. Minneapolis takes over big on the Norton 41. 2:30 to go here in the second quarter. Minneapolis with the chance to hopefully get in and maybe tie the score here before the half is over. Been some big plays on the defense. 2:26 to go here in the second. I formation for the Lions, one receiver to each side. Hand off to Crew Martin. He gets to the 41. So about a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. Clock is rolling at 2:30 to go in the half. They ran that right at a 6'1", 295-pound nose tackle, folks. Mecklin motion to the right. Back to pass is Friel. Complete? No. Washington looked like he had it for a moment, but it got away from him. Great defensive coverage by the Blue Jays there. 3rd and 9 coming up. 2:10 remaining in the half. One setback. Back pass. And he's going to get swallowed up at the 45.
Just work on into the Minneapolis backfield to bring down the quarterback for a loss.
So we will punt. And the Blue Jays take a timeout with 1:59 to go. We'll take a timeout too and be right back after this word from our sponsors.
The Citizen State Bank and Trust, with locations in Minneapolis and Delphos, proudly support the Minneapolis High School Alliance. Contact either Owen Kindle or Jared Schmidt for all your banking needs. be it home, personal, business, or trust services. We feature online banking, checking and savings accounts, loans, IRAs, and certificates of deposit to help fulfill your hometown banking needs. At Hometown Hardware, we proudly support our Minneapolis Lions. Think of us for all your home, farm, or business project needs. As your True Value hardware dealer and Just Ask rental dealer, we locally provide the brands and selections that you need for your project. And don't forget the ice cream.
Okay, welcome back for the last 2 minutes of the half. The Lions will punt here. Brody Vance to do the punting. High. It gets over his head. He's going to fall on it and gives the Blue Jays great position at their Minneapolis 27. So the Blue Jays with a great gift here at the Minneapolis 27-yard line. 1:53 to go. Minneapolis defense is going to have to step up big. Back to pass. And now the hands of the receiver. Stops the clock at 1:49. Second 10 for the Blue Jays. Wallmeyer with carry. They had a blitz on there over the right side. He went to the left. 3rd and 5 coming up.
Brought down by Watson after a gain of 5. 3rd and 5.
Two receivers right. Shotgun with one setback. Up the center he goes, and he's tackled for no gain. A loss, actually. So that's going to bring up a 4th and about 17. And I'm sure they'll go for it. Timeout. Norton, 58 seconds left. We'll take one, too, and hear a word from our sponsors.
Pat and Lynette Donovan at Ag by Air have been supporting ag operations in the Minneapolis and Delphos area for over 20 years with prompt, up-to-date, and competitive aerial application service. Ag by Air is located at 974 Highway K106, south of Minneapolis, or can be reached at 785-392-3300 for questions on scouting your fields, chemical recommendations, or to book your work. Ag by Air, a proud sponsor of the Minneapolis High School Lions. The Lions of Minneapolis High School are proudly supported by the Davidson Agency, with offices in Delphos, Minneapolis, and Bennington. As a nationwide insurance agent and also an independent agent, they have provided hometown service for the insurance needs of their customers for over 30 years. Home, small business, farm and crop, life and health coverage. Call them today at 785-523-42.
All right. 4th and 8. Back to pass. Rolls up the center. Holding is going to be called on the Blue Jays. And they run him out of bounds at about the 23. I'm sure Minneapolis will decline the penalty and take over on downs. Yes. Minneapolis will take over on downs at the 24-yard line. So a great hold there by the Lions after we got deep doo-doo after that snap went over the punter's head. We came out of that smelling like a roast. 2 receivers left. Friel's under center. 2 receivers right. Actually, 3 right. Ball's on the ground. Friel lands on 40 seconds to go here in the half. Clock is rolling under 30 seconds now. Minneapolis will probably just take a knee and end the half here. High formation. Friel's under center. And we down it. Smart idea. The score after 1 half of play. Disastrous second quarter for Minneapolis. Norton leads 13-6. Minneapolis started off well. Held Norton scoreless in the first quarter. The second quarter went all Norton's way. I'll be back with some stats shortly. First of all, I'll let you hear who our community sponsors are. We thank all of them for helping out with these live stream, video stream broadcasts.
The Delphos Cooperative Association, Steve Line Manager. Harris Crop Insurance with Greg Harris. LaGrange Supply with Scott Mortimer. Farm Bureau Financial Services with Matt Pickrell. The No Place Like Home Quilt Shop with Carolee Austin. Minneapolis Muffler and Pipe with John Blake. Autotech with Dave Sweat and Gary Keating. B&M Body Shop, John White. Brookendale Studio with Alexis Byrne. Sunflower Reel, Lonnie Nelson. Design with Sherry Bertrand. Seidler with Ray Farrington. Rich Walton. Meat is Mexican Restaurant, Francisco Gallardo. ProFab Metal Fabrication with Bill Little. Fine Oil Company of Delphos, Jim Klein. Harris Crop Insurance with Greg Harris. Fine Oil Company of Delphos, Jim Klein. Autotech with Dave Sweat and Gary Keating. LaGrange Supply with Scott Mortimer. The Delphos Cooperative Association, Steve Line Manager. Farm Bureau Financial Services with Matt Pickrell. The Heat is Mexican Restaurant, Francisco Gallardo. The Crooked Nail Studio with Alexis Kern. Spooler Grain Company, Rich Waltman, Manager. Seidler with Terry Farrington. Minneapolis Muffler and Pipe with John Blake. Harris Crop Insurance with Greg Harris. ProFab Metal Fabrication with Bill Little. No Place Like Home Quilt Shop with Carolee Austin. B&M Body Shop, John Wright. Sunflower Realty, Monty Nelson. Design with Sherry Bertrand. Fine Oil Company of Delphos, Jim Klein. Crooked Nail Studio with Alexis Kern. ProFab Metal Fabrication with Bill Little. Selfless Cooperative Association, Steve Line Manager. Pine Oil Company of Delphos, Jim Pine. Harris Crop Insurance with Greg Harris. Autotech with Dave Sweat and Gary Keating. Farm Bureau Financial Services with Matt Pickrell. Grain Supply, Scott Mortimer. Scheibler, Terry Franklin. D&E Body Shop, John Wright. Edith's Mexican Restaurant, Cisco Gallardo. Designs with Sharon Bertrand. No place like Norton Bookshop in Fairleigh, Austin. Sunflower Realty, Monty Nelson. Minneapolis Muffler and Pipes with John Blake. Schooler Grain Company, Rich Waltman, Manager.
Silver has girls golf team. You guys we don't have girls golf.
All right, welcome back here. Still waiting on Scott Oshman to get here from across the way, I'm sure. It's a little walk from over there to here. Review what's happened so far on my stats. The Norton Blue Jays lead 13-6, scoring 2 touchdowns in the second quarter. 1 touchdown for the Lions in the first. Minneapolis TD was a 5-yard scamper by Watson around the left end, if I'm not mistaken. The PAT kick was no good. Actually, we ran and was stuffed. A pick 6 by Wallmeyer, their tailback, in the second quarter, 7:49 to go, of about 30 yards, excuse me.
The Braves won. Okay, good. The Braves won that one. There we go. It's on Major League.
And they got they got the kick to make it 7-0. They came back at 6:03 to go in the second with the quarterback Melvin on a 2-yard rush around the left end. The kick failed, giving them the 13-0 lead. Minneapolis with 5 total first downs. Norton with 3 first downs. Minneapolis with 4 penalties for 54 yards. Norton 3 penalties for 30 yards. The turnovers, Minneapolis 2, one being the interception, the other the snap over the punter's head. First downs by rushing, 1 for Minneapolis, 1 for Norton. By passing, 2 for Minneapolis, 2 for Norton. Minneapolis with 2 first downs by penalty, both in the first quarter. That gives the recap for the Norton Blue Jays leading 13-6 here after the second quarter play. Minneapolis came out strong in the first quarter. 2 long drives. That was the only score of the quarter, actually at the half for Minneapolis. Norton had a long drive too that ended up with no points. The Blue Jays defense and the wind were the foe of Minneapolis in the second quarter. Minneapolis plus, I should say, add one other thing, plus penalties were the foe of Minneapolis in the second quarter.
This is a great time.
We'll take a break and hear some words from our sponsors.
I'll watch that. I'm a baseball
And
guy.
DJ comes down third turn on the Simpson comes under Norton.
Pat and Lynn Dunley, Ag by Air, have been supporting ag operations in the Minneapolis and Memphis area for over 20 years with prompt, up-to-date, competitive aerial application service. Ag by Air is located at 974 Highway K-106 south of Minneapolis, or can be reached at 785-392-3300 for questions on scouting your fields, chemical recommendations, or to book your work. Ag by Air, a proud sponsor of the Minneapolis High School Lions. When it's go time, your local Pioneer team goes with you from the word go every step of the way. With high-performing Pioneer brand products and local insights, they'll help you choose a lineup of products tailored to your fields and prove them just down the road. See Sheldon Doherty at River Hill Seeds about those Pioneer brand products. Go Lions!
The Minneapolis Junior Senior High School Lionbackers are proud to continue their long-term support of the broadcast of these Lions games. Join us as we support student activities and the teachers of MJSHS. Go Lions! We're with you all the way. Tonight's game brought to you by C&R Plating in Minneapolis. Kevin Klein and the rest of the crew at C&R Plating proud to support the youth of Minneapolis and all they do.
The Citizens State Bank and Trust at locations in Minneapolis and Delta proudly support the Minneapolis High School Lions. Contact either Owen Kendall or Jared Schmidt for all your banking needs, be it home, personal, business, or trust services. Your online banking, checking and savings accounts, loans, IRAs, and for deposit. Help fulfill your hometown banking needs. The Lions of Minneapolis High School are proudly supported by the Davidson Agency, with offices in Delphos, Minneapolis, and Bennington. As a nationwide insurance agent and also an independent agent, they have provided hometown service for the insurance needs of their customers for over 30 years for home, small business, farm and crop, life and health coverage. Call them today at 785-523-4202. Hometown Outdoor Power locations in Minneapolis, Salina, and McPherson has been serving Central Kansas for over 20 years and is the largest power equipment dealer in the area. We strive to be the one-stop shop for all your power equipment needs. We provide full sales, service, and parts supply for your home, ag, or commercial contractors' power equipment needs. Ask about our winter service program and go Lions! The Messenger Clothing Company with locations in Minneapolis and Salina can design custom clothing for your team, business, group, or event. For screen printing and embroidery, we feature online design and ordering for your convenience. Contact us at 785-823-7752 or by email at sales@messengerclothingcompany.com for all your custom clothing printing needs today. Go Minneapolis Lions! These live video broadcasts are sponsored in part by Chuck's Collision. When the potentially inevitable occurs and your vehicle needs repair for body or glass, remember Chuck's Collision. They'll bring you satisfaction in your automotive restoration needs. Contact Chuck at 785-392-2774. Chuck's Collision is located at 1556 K106 Highway. At Hometown Hardware, we proudly support our Minneapolis Lions. Think of us for all your home, farm, or business project needs. As your True Value hardware dealer and Just Ask rental dealer, we locally provide the brands and selections that you need for your project. And don't forget the ice cream. See American Family Insurance agent Scott Oshman for all your insurance coverage under one roof. The Scott Oshman Agency with locations in Minneapolis and Belleville, proudly supporting the Minneapolis High School Lions. The Bennington State Bank wants to be your hometown bank. With locations in Minneapolis, Bennington, and Salina, they try to provide hometown relationship banking. We provide both consumer and commercial banking service along with trust and wealth management. Contact us today for all your financial service needs. Go Lions! We're with you all the way.
For over 100 years, Robertson Monuments has created everlasting memories for families to share the lives of their loved ones with future generations. Supporting the Lions all the way, Robertson Monuments.
Locations in Minneapolis and Bennington, Central Valley Ag provides 24-hour services and built-in discounts by using your CBA fuel card. We also support ag operations by providing bulk delivery of lubricants and propane. Contact Carlson at 785-313-3031 for your ag needs. Joe, MHS Mining.
Good to see you. Yeah, you too.
Five 87166.
Okay, 125 to go here till kickoff. Both teams are back out on the field. Temperature is still holding at 54 degrees. The wind is still out of the south-southeast at 18 miles an hour, so its wind speed has picked up just ever so slightly since the first of the game. It's not actually raining. We do have fog out there. The rainstorms that moved through before the game started have left mist in the air and or clouds in the air. I'm sure the field is somewhat slick, but I'm surprised we haven't had more fumble opportunities on both sides than what have occurred. Minneapolis should receive the ball to start the third quarter, since they won the toss and deferred to the second half. This game reminds me a lot of the Beloit game back in 2014 at Beloit, where it rained all day in Minneapolis. It's rained all day in Minneapolis here, and it quit raining in Beloit prior to the game. And we played in a lot of muck in the air. It must have been a little colder than now, because at that game you can see a lot of steam coming off the players' uniforms. Of course, they wallowed around in the dirt a lot more then, dirt and the mud, because of the offense that the Trojans were running, which was the double wing offense at the very tight alignment. And about the only way you could stop them was to submarine them on the line. And so a lot of players ended up being on the ground a lot, rolling around in the wet, dewy grass. And a lot of steam was coming off their bodies. They could easily be seen by the camera. Getting down to 1:45 to go here, left in the half. Again, Minneapolis should receive and will defend the west goal. So they'll be going into the wind 2 straight quarters. They'll have the wind at the back in the final stanza. So we'll see if the Lions can get something positive rolling here to start the third quarter into the wind. Much better luck than they had in the second quarter. Both teams are out on the field now. Third quarter set to begin. The Blue Jays of Norton leading 13-6 over your Lions. Deep kick again. Must be an offside penalty. Yep. Offside, flags over on the 40-yard line, far side. That was whistled dead before the ball got to the receiver. So Norton will kick off again from their 35.
Slight mental beat for the Lions.
Deep kick taken by Meckel at about the 13-yard line. Trying to get to the right side. And he gets to the 22 before he's taken down.
First and 10, that's Lions from the over 20.
Mark it at the 23. First and 10, Lions. I formation, one receiver to either side for the Lions. And to the tailback, and he gets dropped for a loss of 2 yards. Back to the 20. 21 actually. Second 12 coming. Pitch to Meckel, trying the left side. And he takes a tackler down with him. Gets to the 27. Third and 6 coming up for the Lions. High formation again, wide receiver to either side. Davidson in at the tight end position. Pitch to Meckel, tries the right side. And he is going to be short of the first down. Gets to the 31 of Minneapolis. Fourth and 2. Bring up a Minneapolis punt. We needed something besides the 3 and out and didn't get it. See if we can do a better punt snap than we did the last time. We did. Nice punt. Goes out at about the 43 of Norton. So they'll take over in good field position. Be up to the Minneapolis defense to step up big again here. High formation behind Melvin. Quarterback. Tailback dive. Gets a yard. Ballmeyer, the running back. Second 9 coming up. Shotgun formation. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Hands to the tailback, Wallmeyer, and he gets maybe a yard, and there's a flag at the point of attack.
Lance. Numbers on the side.
I believe it would be a Norton penalty. They're talking to the Minneapolis captains. Holding, 10-yarder. Second penalty on Norton this quarter. Going to make a second about 20. I think it says 18 on the scoreboard. Shotgun formation. One setback. Back to pass. Under a rush. Running left. Got some room to go. And we have a blocking foul, I'm sure. Two flags came flying. He got up to about the 47-yard line. Personal foul, 15-yard penalty. So 30 yards of penalties here on the Blue Jays in this quarter already. Second and 31. Back to pass. Completed. He gets up to the 41. Makes it third and about 14 for the Blue Jays. Lions need a big stopper here. Rolling right. Reverse to number 10. He's going to come up short of the first down. He gets to the 50-yard line. Quarterback rolled right out of the shotgun and handed back to the wide receiver, number 10. Coming left. 4th and 4 from the Minneapolis 49. Low ball, snapper, and they get it away. Oh, running into the receiver. Flag is coming. Fair catch was called by Meckel.
So another flag on the Blue Jays.
Running into the receiver on a fair catch. Going to be the call. I don't know if that's personal foul or not. Referees are conferring at the 19-yard line. Five-yard penalty on the Blue Jays. Moves the ball to the Minneapolis 24. First and 10. High formation for the Lions. One receiver to either side. Watson is the tailback. Cleveland the fullback, I believe. Watson over the left guard. He's going to get 4 to 5 yards.
Watson's coming out the left side. Jasper Wallmeyer in there.
About 4 yards. Second and...
Strong 3, second down 7.
About 3 yards. Second and 7 coming up from the 27 of Minneapolis. Back to pass is Friel. Out in front of Jonah Osherman.
Pass intended for Osherman.
By a good 5 yards. Brings up 3rd and 7 for Minneapolis. Meckel comes in for Watson. Nelson comes in. Gonna start running out of time here. Sideline's yelling at him. Back to pass. He's under rush. He's going to get sacked. Get it before progress to the 17-yard line. So Minneapolis to punt from their 17-yard line. 4th and about 18, 17-18 to go. Again, going into this direction has not been the Minneapolis' cup of tea tonight. Brody Vance back to punt. Low, but he catches it. Nice line drive. Comes the rest at the Minneapolis 46-yard line. Minneapolis defense is going to have to step up big again. Actually, they're putting the ball right at the 45. High formation for the Blue Jays. Rolling left for a pass. Complete. Great tackle by Watson, is it? No, Crew Martin. 2nd and 6 coming up for the Blue Jays. High formation this time for the Blue Jays. Was there a fumble? No. Ball carrier gets almost to the yard marker, but not quite.
Guys ahead for about 4 yards. It'll be 3rd down. And 2.
Quarterback almost acted like the ball went to the ground. But 3rd and 2 coming up for the Blue Jays. And that's 1st down run for Wallmeyer out to the 30-yard line for Minneapolis.
After he gets the 1st down to the 30-yard line, he's inside.
1st and 10 for the Blue Jays from the Minneapolis 30. Tailback dive again. Gets another 6-7 yards. It's going to make 2nd and 5 from the 25 of Minneapolis. I formation. And Minneapolis jumps offside. Going to give the Blue Jays a first down by penalty. Up. 2nd short. They're going to measure. First down.
First down by 40 to 1. There's some big lead on line 20.
Okay. So red zone offense now for the Blue Jays. They're at the Minneapolis 20. I formation. Tailback dive. Wallmeyer gets 3 to 4 yards. Down to 3:03 here in the third quarter. I formation again. Rolling right is the quarterback, Melvin. And he's going to be dropped for no gain or a short gain. Gain of a yard. 3rd and a long 4 coming up. I formation again. Tailback dive. Wallmeyer. Davidson takes him down. Fumble. No fumble, but a big loss. Spencer Davidson with the hit behind the line of scrimmage. 4th and 7 coming up for the Blue Jays from the Minneapolis 17. And they're going to attempt a field goal. Well, he set up for it. No good. So turnover on downs for Minneapolis. The Lions defense holds again. 1:44 to go in the third. The score remains Norton 13, Minneapolis 6. Minneapolis takes over on their 20. 1st and 10. Need to see if we can get something going. 1:44 to go here in the third quarter. 2 receivers left. 1 right, 1 setback. Friel drop back. Looks like he was going to be designed run play, but they snag him for about a 1-yard loss. 2nd and 11 coming up. Clock is rolling at 1:15 to go in the third quarter. Again, 1 receiver right, 2 left, 1 setback. Back pass is Friel. Gets it out. Knocked down by 17. Lucky we didn't get that intercepted. 3rd and 12 coming up for Minneapolis. Clock stops with the incompletion. 1 minute to go. In the third quarter. I formation this time from Minneapolis. Back to pass is Friel. That's away from a little trouble. Now he's in deep doo-doo at the 11-yard line. They're giving forward progress to the 13. Fourth and about 18 to go. Clock says 17. Clock is rolling down to 30 seconds.
50's fine. Put him on 50. Only got 10.
Vance standing at the goal line to punt.
Moving up 5. Moving up 5.
Oh, off the side of his foot, goes out of bounds at the 27-yard line. There's a flag in the backfield. Let's hope that's on Norton. Elsewise, the Blue Jays are going to have fantastic field position at the 26-yard line. Holding Minneapolis, that'll be defined, I'm sure. Yes. So Blue Jays get great field position here at the Minneapolis 26-yard line with 10.7 ticks left on the clock in the third quarter. Shotgun formation for the Blue Jays. Back to pass. It's under a rush, and he's taken down for a loss at the 31 by Brody Vance. That will end the third quarter. We'll change into the field. With those scores in the third quarter, it's still Norton 13, Minneapolis 6. Let's hear who our community sponsors are for these live video broadcasts.
Brookendale Studio with Alexis Kern. No place like home gift shop with fairly awesome. Design with Sherry Bertrand. Profab Metal Fabrication with Bill Lee. Farm Bureau Financial Services with Matt Pickle. Delphus Cooperative Association, Steve Slide Manager. Autotech, Blade Express, Gary Keating. LaGrange Supply, Scott Mortimer. Anita's Mexican Restaurant, Cisco Gallardo. Scheidler's with Terry Fernton. Sunflower Realty, Lonnie Nelson. Schooler Grain Company, Rich Waltman, Manager. Fine Oil Company of Delphus, Jim Klein. Minneapolis Muffler and Pipe with John Blake. Harris Crop Insurance with Greg Harris. D&M Body Shop, John Wright.
All right, welcome back to the start of the fourth quarter. Your Lions trailing by 13-6. The Blue Jays driving at the 31-yard line. Second and 15. Quarterback runs right, and he's tackle for a loss. They're going to give you progress to the 35. Lions defense is coming up big again. Backus with the stop.
Blue Jays with third down and 20.
Ball's at 35, 3rd and 20. Back to pass. He's under pressure again and sacked again by Cleveland. Back at the 44 of Minneapolis. It's 4th down and 35 from the Minneapolis 44. Punt for the Blue Jays. Good snap. That's going to come down to the 13-yard line. Minneapolis takes over with 10:31 to go in the 4th quarter. This could be the drive that spells what happens in this game. Minneapolis finally with the wind at their back after 2 successive quarters. We run it out to the left. Watson with the carry. Loss of the yard. 2nd and 11 coming up.
Loss of one almost. 2nd down. Short 11.
The clock down to 10 minutes here in the 4th quarter. Watson again. Oh, no. Frio gets away. I thought he was down for a loss. He gets out to the 21. Makes it 3rd and 2 for Minneapolis. Same formation. And I think we got it. We did. 1st down. First down of the half for Minneapolis. So it's 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line, or 24. I formation now. Pitch to Watson, trying to right side. He's got room to go. Steps out at the 41. Actually, they're going to say the 44. Watson got wide on the right and converted big. Second rushing 1st down of the half here in the 4th quarter.
Knocked out down by Golden Johnson for Blue Jays. Lions got 1st and 10 on the Blue Jays 45.
Watson's going to go out for a little rest. 1st and 10 from the 45 of Norton. I formation, 1 receiver to either side. And we have a flag at the snap. Too much time, maybe? Illegal substitution. So 5-yard penalty for Minneapolis. First penalty of the half for Minneapolis after several penalties in the first half. Clock stops at 8:28 to go in the fourth. First and 10. Pitch to Watson, tries the left side, cuts up. He's got running room. He's going to be short of the first down by about a yard. They're going to mark him 2 yards short. Mark him almost 4 yards short. At the Norton 38-yard line, 2nd and 3. Meckel with the pass. And we're lucky that wasn't intercepted. It's down to White. It's a little short. Be a 3rd and almost 4 for Minneapolis. At the 38 of Norton. Hand off to Watson over the left side. He's got the first down. At the 35. So 1st and 10 from the 34 of Norton for the Lions. This drive started at the 13-yard line of Minneapolis. And up to Watson, left side. He's getting about 7 yards on that.
Watson running hard on the left side.
Gets to the 29. 2nd and 5. I formation again, 1 receiver to either side. Watson again. They take him for a loss this time. He's back at the 31 of Norton. 3rd and 7 to go.
Loss of a yard 2 is 3rd down and a long 6 for the 4th down.
Hard count here, 36. You got to take that ball.
High formation again. Pass for Friel. He's rolling right. Pass caught by Cleveland. Pass is good. First down.
And the Lions have 1st and 10 on Blue Jays 21.
Again, this drive started at the Minneapolis 13. We're now at the Norton 21 here on homecoming night for the Blue Jays. One setback, back pass, and he's going to get snowed under. They're putting the ball at the 25. 2nd 15. White comes in for Nelson, the wide receiver on the right. Oshman on the left, along with Meckel. Back to pass. Complete to Meckel. They're short of the first down.
Pass is complete. Out on the right side of Meckel. Just forward. Taking him out of bounds. And the Blue Jays
Down to the 13-yard line of Norton. 3rd and 2 to go in the red zone. So Minneapolis can get a first down without scoring here. Got the beef package in. Hand off to Watson on the left side. He breaks free. Touchdown! Daniel Watson from Minneapolis.
Daniel Watson running hard.
From 13 yards out.
Touchdown run.
Timeout Norton. So it's now 13 for Norton, 12 for Minneapolis. 4:42 to go. That drive started at the 13-yard line of Minneapolis. Let's hear some more about who our community sponsors are.
Farm Bureau Financial Services with Matt Pickroll. ProFab Metal Fabrication with Bill Little. Anita's Mexican Restaurant, Francisco Gallardo. Sunflower Realty, Monty Nelson. Seidler's with Terry Farrington.
Okay, Minneapolis is lining up to go for 2 for the lead. 4:42 to go in the game. Back to pass is Friel. That pass is tipped at the line of scrimmage. That PAT is no good. The score remains a 1-point lead for Norton. 13-12. 4:42 to go. The Lions defense needs to come up big. So Minneapolis was going for 2 to try to avoid an overtime, and now we're down by a point and need to come up with some heroics in the final 4:42 to win the game. Will we see an onside kick?
How about those DJ Series, ladies and gentlemen? One night, did a great job.
Brody Vance to kick. It's a squibber picked up at the 19. And they're going to get the kick back to the 33-yard line. Now we need to hope for a 4 and out or a Norton turnover. They start out at their 33. High formation for the Blue Jays. Tailback dive, he gets a couple yards. They place the ball at the 35. 2nd and 8 coming up. Clock is ticking at 4:15. High formation for the Blue Jays. Tailback, handoff, and was bottled up. He's going to get forward progress of about a yard. He's going to make a 3rd and 7 coming up. Clock is stopped at 3:49. Minneapolis timeout. 3:49 to go in the fourth. Minneapolis trailing 13-12. 3rd and 7 coming up for the Blue Jays from their 37. Let's hear some more about who our